Anyway, I was just listening. There's a lot of good Jesus. I'm glad y'all doing that. Yeah, just thank God, man. Jesus, God, God, God. We talk about Satan all the time. One of my hardest goals, one of my main goals was being in the studio and honoring God. Listening to all types of genre of music and keeping my faith in God. Not only that, I was part of the rappers. So I was like, God, I love music. I love you too, God, but I love music. And I like to rap music. So God was like, well, rap music. I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna rap music. I can't rap music. Just rap music for me, you know. I said, I ain't really big on just gospel music out there. He's like, no, just rap music. Rap the truth. Rap how you would make things better. Rap about how you can make things better. You can get on the same rap song with any artist in the world. You just do your verse opposite of their verse. And lo and behold, y'all, my verse be better than their verse on their stuff. They'll be like, I get you, mama. I tell you, girl, I'll be like, I don't want your girl. And I might talk to your mama. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, bro. I just swap it up. So, you know. But anyway, my biggest, somebody just said it on Tarot. I was just listening to, but I ain't finished it yet. She said, your hardest journey is probably the one you're doing right now. It is, y'all. That's why I thank God for the few Tarot people who do finally feel me and found out what it's really about and started having understanding, because they don't treat me like they used to, and some of them never did, but they treat me exactly how I supposed to be treated. And they know I'm in my purpose. And this purpose can only be finished in the right way. Like I said, the flame came, she turned it down, sold me out. A couple twins came, turned me down, sold me out. But, you know, we still got a few more to go, you know. Right now, the little group that's with me now seem to be pretty okay. They get on my nerve, though. You know, I run from them, holler and whine like a little baby, but, you know, that's about it. They pretty straight, though, trying to help me straighten out, get it out, you know, get out of the situation. That's what they're supposed to do, help me out of the situation. But being in your purpose is the best situation. And one day, y'all, I'll be out of here. You know what I'm saying? To help all y'all with y'all situation. Not everybody with their situation. I do my best helping people with their situation. Hopefully I can do it by groups. But this is almost over. But this was detrimental to black people in general. Why? Because it dealt with royalty. Despite what you see and what you look at. When y'all ride through here, I know a lot of y'all done rode through here and seen the house. That's shame on you. Shame on you. If you rode through and you seen the house, shame on you. And you said, look at how he living, shame on you. Look, it ain't good enough, shame on you. Shame on you, shame on you, shame on you. But this yard is blessed, highly blessed, highly blessed. It's protected by entities you couldn't even imagine. Energy you couldn't even imagine. Let me say that because I know how y'all get. It's protected by energy you couldn't even imagine that was ordered by God. So, shame on you. It don't look the part, do it? Well, let me ask you something. Why is it that the place that do look the part, you just so happen to sleeping with each other in there? See, you can't do that here. Or anywhere I go for that matter, because the church, I am the church. I don't play that. I told y'all, a preacher hit on my wife, my ex-wife, and I told him about it, so she beat me in the car going down the road because of it. I should have knew then, I should have left her, but you know, it is what it is. I still felt good about what I did, and if I can wind the end time, I'd do it again. But yeah, I'm living in my purpose, and it's almost finished. It's actually complete. If a twin come right now, I can leave. I can leave. I could have left when the other ones came. when it's time for them to play their part and do their role, all they got to do is show up. If we waiting on me to leave, then the process got to be done, and that's what's getting done. It's court matters and everything going on. I don't know about them, but I hear about it in the Astro. So it's things going on, you know. So until them things is finished and completed, I'm just stuck, you know, in a good way, So that's why I told y'all, and I got a lot to lose, y'all. A whole lot to lose if I just leave. And y'all ain't guaranteeing me nothing out there. You know, if you can't come and get me and secure that I leave, be the security I need to leave, then there ain't no point of me leaving to meet you. That's common sense, bro. You know, that's common sense. But anyway, let me tell y'all something though. I was in the street, I dealt with a lot of money in my lifetime. I love nice things. But you see how humbly I am in this situation. It need to be fixed. It's fixing generational curses to my people. Y'all looking at it just like in my family. No, it's to my people. Why? Because this same situation, like I said, listen to what I keep telling everybody. This is the same situation. Even if it's involved in that situation or not, they still tied together. This is the same kind of situation that did Pop and Big in them in. That's why God said this will be the last one. Ain't no more legends ain't no more artists, ain't no more commodities getting sacrificed for nobody no more. Kids gonna be able to dream again, y'all. People gonna be able to dream again after this. That's why this mission is so special to me, and that's why I tell my soul tribe, let it be that special to you. Even if you involved in it, good, because that's even more the reason you need to fix it and do better than what you do. Everybody that I know, including myself, was involved in it, but now is the moment in time where it's coming. Now the moment of time that came, which side is you gonna choose? Or are you gonna, God done tapped us all on the shoulder now. God done said, okay, enough is enough. Now what are you gonna do? God done said enough is enough. Now what are you gonna do? We all was involved in it, y'all. My flame, what she sold me out for, I was already doing that anyway. She asked me, she said, you really gonna stop all this, just like the Coming to America at the end, but it was in the dark way. You really gonna stop the drugs, stop the gangster life, stop all this. You gonna stop all this goodness and just walk with God and just be in the house sober? Ain't no way, indeed. You know how that get down. So, and she left, and we went our separate ways, and we broke up. We broke up beautifully, though. I mean, the attacks continued, but so what? When it came down to us personally and face-to-face, we broke up beautifully. But like she said, she was binded. So, she still had a part to play. And just like me, I was no longer binded, but I still got a part to play, and that's for God. And so, okay, when we dig into this situation a little bit further and a little bit deeper, I realized, okay, they done went from sacrificing gifted people that got creativity that was in the limelight, that was in front of in the limelight, basically, to creativity that have yet to be I keep wanting to say recover, but y'all know what I'm talking about, that have yet to be uncovered. So they got to the point where they done sacrificed all of the good people in the industry, basically, long story short, and got to the point where they gonna sacrifice the future upcoming artists in the industry. It's like, no, we gonna stop right here now. we gonna stop right here, and y'all finna stop this. I'm seeing lovers sacrificing their kids, lovers sacrificing families. It was absolutely amazing to see how much evil was getting poured into this pot to destroy the best blessing, the best blissfulness that the Creator could give us. I never seen it before. And then I studied a little bit more and I seen it was just drugs. It was just drugs. They were drugged up. That's why my grandparents always tell me, don't move. Don't make moves with your head clouded. That's powerful, y'all. Because when you got a clouded mind, even when you stop the drugs, for a time, it's still clouded. So now you got to filter this mind. So that's the trials and tribulation. That's the part where you come in where you got to, that's the part that come in where you got to be in the depths of solitude. That's the part that come in where you got to be in the dark night of the soul. You don't want to be in that part. That's the true healing part, though. This is the part that come in when you get tested and you still ain't saying no like you should say no. You still ain't saying no with your chest out. You still ain't saying no like you supposed to say no. This is the time when you timid and saying no. So this is the time where you keep relapsing, keep going back and forth. You be like this. You just back and forth. 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 Just like the story Buddy just told on YouTube about Jesus going somewhere and went somewhere and said he gotta get right with God. I don't know what he said. It was a good message though. But yeah, you know, if we're gonna be 100% with God, God asks us to do things, y'all, and it is nowhere near as much as Satan asks us to do. So why, and we can do the same. I go to the same parties. I go to the same car shows. I go to the same wrestling shows. I go to the same boxing show. I go to the same everything. But the only difference is the fact that I'm not doing and indulging in everything that you are indulging in. So you telling me that I can't have a good time without indulging in what you indulge in? That's a lie from Satan. Away from me, Satan. Let me tell you something. God left me here for a reason. Y'all looking at it, when I tell these stories, y'all look at it like I'm talking about it as if it's so miserable, it's so sad. No, I'm trying to tell y'all I was molded in the furnace. I'm trying to tell y'all God made me go through this to prove to y'all that y'all can do it. If I can do it, y'all can do it. It don't matter where you at. That's why I stay so hard on my religious folks. I don't try to run you off. I be hard on you because some people don't have them options. Some people get right with God and get 100% with God. They still got to stay right there in that same spot, no matter what. No matter if they even got, I done had the money to leave plenty of time. But this area, this position in my life right now was my purpose. So guess what? If I'd have left sooner, I would have had to come right back here anyway at the same time. So what was the point of the divine letting me go out, have a good time, and then have a wife, make a wife, get kids, and all this, get successful, and then have to leave all that success and come back here to fulfill my mission during these times? That's divine timing. See, that's perfect timing. I just proved it to you. See, if I'd have did it on my time, then I would have had to sacrifice a whole lot more than I lost this time. See, this ain't preaching, this teaching. And all y'all gonna listen to my messages. Kids, young adults, grown folks, super old folks, don't matter. Because I'm speaking in wisdom, strictly from the divine. God got it, I don't. I can't do nothing without God. I always been the best of the best at everything I did. Best at my job, best at fixing up my car, best at fixing up whatever I own, best at taking care of my wife, best at taking ex-wife, best at taking care of my kids, best. I try to be the best daddy, the best father, the best human being I could possibly be, and I still had a good time. Ain't nothing traditional about me. The only thing you trying to basically tell me is that you gonna party like I party, but you not gonna be disciplined. Ooh, I said it that time, didn't I? Now let me say that again. Only thing you trying to really tell me is that you gonna party like I party, except you ain't gonna be disciplined. Some of y'all don't even know how many shots of alcohol you can take in before you start even descending. All that's in the congruism. All that's in the human mechanism. You actually got a certain amount of drink before you can drink, and then you'll start descending. See, some of y'all even taking some of y'all own privilege away. Some of y'all got privileges. It ain't that much, trust me. It's better you have a watered down shot. I can drink a watered down shot and be drunk as hell though. You know what I'm saying? I put water down, ice and water in a shot, bro. I'd be drunk. But that's a good sign. That's a great sign. Because back in the days, I had to do heavy drugs just to get high. Now today, I can't even drink a shot with water inside and be high. I'm not saying drink, I'm just saying. I'm giving y'all the example of how I had to evolve in the streets. I had to taper off of everything. I couldn't just cut things off. If I would have just cut things off, I'd have looked like a cop. I'd have looked like a snitch and I'd have got treated as such and they would have devoured me out here in these streets. I had to taper it off. And I had to do it in front of my peeps. I had to let them see me evolve to the point that they don't question the fact that I evolved. They tell everybody else that I evolved. I ain't had no choice. And when you go through it like that, and when you do it like that, that's how the Creator made each and every last one of us, men and women. So when you get involved in these crimes, and when you get involved in this stuff that like I'm stuck in right now, and you try to skip trials and tribulation, and you try to destiny swap, that right there is a huge no-no. You think the ancestors made me wait here for me to suffer? No, they made my life, I grew up in this life with no family and nobody, so I wouldn't miss nothing when this time presented itself. Cause they knew it was gonna take some time. They knew, look at all the artists that done been, caught up in situations like this. Look at all the regular human beings that done got caught up in situations like this. Look at all the prisoners, the inmates that's probably in prison because of situations like this. This been going on for a long time. So my ancestors needed my float so they could jump on and off. They didn't mean for me to be alone. I was supposed to have a twin. I was supposed to have a lover here, but they abandoned me. I wasn't good enough. So my ancestors still had a job done. So they talked to me, are you gonna be fine? I said, yeah, I'm gonna be fine. I ain't got nothing to lose. Anyway, I ain't never had a lover. I'm always teaching people about love, but I ain't never had no love. This is my purpose, ladies and gentlemen. And I wanna tell you young folks out there and everybody who watching me on the outside looking in, do me a favor, show me that you evolve by not saying no more. Leave where you at. Get out from that area where you at. Then I just tell you this is warp energy. I am in my purpose. When I fix this, and it's gonna be fixed, God gonna fix it. When this gets straightened up, the energy is no longer gonna be warped anymore. That's how it look when you go from generational curses to generational wealth. You looking at it as just in money. It ain't got nothing to do with money. It's got to do with the minds of the people. You taking them off for negative and you putting them back on a positive track. Quit looking at money. I'm telling you, God don't care nothing about no money. He could care less about money. You're wasting your time praying about it, really. Well, he said it's okay, but you trust me. Just trust me. I'm telling you, it ain't, whatever though. But I ain't gonna get into that. Because God, that's the Father. Whatever he say goes. Whatever your relationship with God is, that's how it gotta be. That's what it's gonna be. Everybody's relationship with God is different. But anyway, so y'all get what I'm saying? Like I had to come up through so what I'm telling y'all is don't do that. Don't send me messages like that no more. Y'all haven't sent one in a couple of days, but I'm finna warn you now, cause I'm finna school you. Now I hope you listen. Open your ears up, Bud Life now. Open your ears up. I'm finna show you. Try to just say it all this. I'm finna bring it all together now. I'm in my purpose. Why? If you're not working for the enemy, why would you even think about fixing your mouth? After I done explained this, and I can explain this because you're not understanding. After I done explained that my twin is certain people who can come. And the ancestors is gonna protect them. They're gonna make it safely to me and safely back home, trust me. But if you ain't in this energy, if you're not an angel, part of my tree, then you in trouble if you try to anything slick. But now look what I'm telling you. You keep telling me to leave my purpose. Does it look finished? I didn't come here to run. My people been running their whole life, ran from their own damn country. I ain't come here to run. I told y'all I don't like to run. This gonna get fixed. And the time is about up, and it's getting fixed. You just don't see it. Y'all don't notice it because it's happening internally, but it's getting fixed. It's already fixed enough to where I can leave, really. You know what I'm saying? It's already getting fixed. It's already done. I know for a fact my father did his job. I'm good. Whether somebody be with me or not, I'm good. I am set. My ancestors took great care of me, and I thank my ancestors for that. Thank God, thank Jesus, to the utmost. They finished this. This is done. And I'm telling y'all, listen to what I'm saying. This been going on with a lot of great artists. This is why it said I'm the last one. Because even if you killed me, nobody ever gonna do this again. It's too much attention. It's too many people looking. It's too many people on top of it now. So we was all distorted. We was all distracted. We didn't know this was going on. We didn't know lovers were sacrificing lovers. We didn't know our people were sacrificing our people. We was too busy blaming the other people. We thought it was the other people. We was programmed to think it was the other people. We didn't know it was our own people sacrificing our own people. This was an accomplishment, but listen to what I'm telling you. Listen real good. Open your ears real good. I know it's demons around me. This is my purpose. We're going from generational curses to generational wealth. I'm surrounded by demons. I suppose to it's a purpose from God. It's written. This is going down in the books like a Bible. This is literally from God. So if you had a part to play in this book, you just better hope that you played the best of your ability when it comes down to God and his people. And you didn't just do it for the money and thought this was a joke, because that's another thing she said. She said the problem is people thought this was a joke. And this another thing that this situation gonna solve. When this situation is solved, people gonna believe again. They need to be believing anyway, and it shouldn't take that. But after this, regardless, people gonna believe again. Y'all believing again already. I'm just saying, this is how deeply rooted this situation is. Because in this situation, I can already tell you, not only did humans get saved, demons done evolved to human stages. Oh, I said something then. Y'all didn't hear that though. Not only did humans start getting saved, but demons done started elevating to human stages. Even they cleansing. That's how deeply rooted this was. The energy had been going backwards for so long, evil just started devouring the good and turning them evil. Now the energy is reverting right back to where it's supposed to be. That's the power in doing your purpose. That's the power in doing what God tell you to do. That's why I really, really stress to the whole world. Make sure, I don't care who you think you is or what level you think you at, make sure that you got here and you did exactly what God told you to do, what God built you to do. And surely, my friend, I can tell you the truth. God did not build you to sit here and just get rich and enjoy yourself and ride down the road drunk and do whatever you think you want to do. That's an illusion. That is the matrix. Now, who plugged up you? But anyway, so understand my people, because I'm working on you. I'm working on you real, real good. I'm working on y'all real, real good. Look at these attacks. Don't pray for me to leave this area. We supposed to be praying for this to be healed. People been getting sacrificed for it to even get like this. Okay? It's time for it to stop. Enough is enough. We want our kids to be able to dream again. The ones that's involved in this want their kids to be able to dream again. This situation has literally got our children scared to dream. I know, I was in the studio for 20 years. I know great artists, outstanding artists, But they scared and they gave up their dream because of what they had to do just to become an artist. And that's shame on you for that. Shame on all y'all for that. All y'all who been letting that go on. You just going on doing that stuff and you think it's normal to do that kind of stuff and got your kids scared to death. That's why ain't nobody scared to go to prison. That's why the prisons is over full, because you done brought the prisons out here. Stop. Stop. Go find you a good man. Go find you a good woman and let it go.